And already onto the track, they're going to get them going right now for the girls' Class D 2-mile, trying to again avoid the rain to as, excuse me, not the rain, the lightning and the storm's coming. The rain's all right, but trying to avoid as much of that storm as they can. They're going to get the Class D 2-mile started here very, very quickly. They're going to set the field for the PA announcers. They normally do that way before, but at this point, they're going to wait until they've already started, but we could do a little bit of it. Lydia McGowen from Cambridge in that top spot, 12:22.82, and they're off. In second, Reagan Moody from Ainsworth, 12:26. And in position 3, Kayleigh Carr from Silver Lake with a 12:27. Your top 3 are 2 freshmen and a sophomore in McGowen, Moody, and Carr. And in 9th, taking off, that's Kayleigh Gonzalez of Sandhills Thedford, also a freshman, just 14 years old, according to athletic.net. And now you can see the rain, just a torrential downpour. And there's nothing that's quite as dramatic and fun as a 2-mile for all the marbles at stake in the pouring rain. Gonzalez of Sandhills Thedford sitting there in the lead. Lydia McGowen of Cambridge, got to be pretty patient with this one, also a freshman, just going to wait it out. And in position 3, Reagan Moody of Ainsworth, a freshman as well. And now you're seeing Gonzalez start to slow up, and the field's going to catch her. Mallory Schwab of Dilla Rodell starting to work her way up from lane 2. And this field staying pretty connected so far. Kayleigh Carr of Silver Lake, you see her a little bit of the ways back. 2 runners to watch in this one as well, Leah Dawson and Betka of McCool Junction. They're responsible for a ton of the victory in McCool Junction in cross country, and they also just won the 4x8 as well. Yeah, Betka was 4th in cross country in Class D, and Leah Dawson 7th in that race. So those 2 going to be 2 to watch there for McCool Junction as the rest of this field kind of begins to filter out a little bit. Second lap, Kayleigh Gonzalez takes out the first lap first with a 1:23.85. The state and the state meet record set by Carleen Erickson of Wheeler Central in 1982. So a long-standing record in the girls' Class D 2-mile. Leading in still is Kayleigh Gonzalez, not one to give up that spot. Then right around there, Lydia McGowen. Moving a little bit into lane 2. Right behind her is Mallory Schwab. Then with Schwab, Reagan Moody. And both Leah Dawson and Kayleigh Betka from McCool Junction, they'll have the pink bows in their hair with the black and yellow uniforms, just still sitting back in that pack. Plenty of time left to see how this one shakes out. Nobody really wanting to take off yet or make a huge move. So the awards that were scheduled for today, we're just getting word, will take place at 1 and 2:15 tomorrow. We'll have all the coverage right here on the NFHS network for you. Lydia McGowen's taking the lead here on lap number 3 of 8. And Gonzalez is dropped back to 3rd. Reagan Moody's in 2nd. 3:55 on the clock, and now you're seeing both of those McCool Junction girls starting to work themselves up. Dawson and Betka. And now they'll be sitting right in that second place spot right next to Reagan Moody, leading that pack, starting to chase Lydia McGowen of Cambridge. Lap number 3 coming to a close right when we get across this line. And it's still Lydia McGowen. Lydia McGowen, Charlotte Gonzalez, Kayleigh, Betka, Leah Dawson, and then Callie Brack of Weeping Water. Round out your top 5. Shelby Schoen of Amherst, and 6, Anali Ramirez in 7th, and then Reagan Moody dropped back to 8th for Amherst. Right here, this lap will be the mile point. After this, we'll have the Class C girls 2 mile, and then Class D and C boys 2 miles as well. Still holding it down, Lydia McGowen. She wants to go run out alone and really push this pace. An interesting tactic. These races can get long and lonely, and not having a group like that can be tough, but McGowen showing she's pretty comfortable to sit right out front. And Betka and Dawson from McCool Junction just gonna sit pretty patiently right behind there. Then it's Callie Brack of Weeping Water right there in 4th. And then you see Leah Dawson checking her watch. The splits are going to be right where they want them to be. And at this point in championship racing, you're racing for a win. You're trying to see what you can do. And at the 1600 mark, 6:01.6 for McGowen and Betka. Leah Dawson at a 6:02. And now Betka starting to work up there to McGowen. Dawson still sitting in 3rd. And Brack of Weeping Water pretty content in 4th. And Shelby Schoen of Bertrand expected 4th, sitting in 5th. As you just have this nice little group, all pretty comfortable together as we finish off this 5th lap. So McGowen still holding down this lead with Betka close on her, and then it's Dawson, followed by Brack and Shelby Schoen. Not a lot is shaken up. Emma Hall of Axtell just sitting as well. Now you're going to see Betka start to move out. I wonder if Kayleigh Betka's going to want to go out and take the lead, and she is. So Kayleigh Betka, 3 laps to go. She's going to take the lead back from McGowen. Leah Dawson still sitting in 3rd. Betka was pretty content to run behind her, but now we're in the closing moments of this with only 3 laps to go, and Kayleigh Betka wanted the lead. And you see Leah Dawson not quite in camera view at this point, but still very much an attainable distance. And Lydia McGowen's going to go out and want to challenge that lead. Almost a game of cat and mouse at this point in this 2 mile of who wants it. And McGowen's going to have to keep bouncing out. Whoever it is probably going to have to keep bouncing out to that outside lane. And Betka has not given her the inside track at this point either. So she's forced her to keep running on the outside of the track. And now you're seeing this game of how long can Betka force her to run almost in lane 2 to keep forcing her to run more than she needs to and not give up that inside track. Just 2 laps to go after this one. Leah Dawson in 3rd. Shelby Schoen of Bertrand has moved into 4th.
Stay with her! You can do it! You got it!
There we go. Betka still sitting in 1st. Dawson in third. The gap starting to widen between first, second, and then the rest of the field. Leah Dawson out on an island herself, and then closest to her, Shelby Schoen. 2 laps to go. Kayleigh Betka with the lead, 8:57 on the clock. Last lap, a 1:28. Lydia McGowen's going to take the lead back. Now you're seeing McGowen start to show a little bit more of a move, but the question is always, when do you unleash this move? When do you want to push the pace? Lydia McGowen looks like she wants to do it early here and see how long Betka can run at that pace. McGowen starting to build a little bit of a lead, but still nothing that Betka can't overcome. Leah Dawson still sitting in third, and then you're seeing a big grouping right behind her. Shelby Schoen, Callie Brack, Emma Hall, and Kayleigh Carr, along with Reagan Moody, all in that backpack. There you see the first lapping. Here they come, 1 lap to go. Lydia McGowen. Followed closely behind her is Kayleigh Betka. It's going to be a battle between those two in the final moments. Betka takes the lead. Here it is, the bell lap. Betka and McGowen, toe-to-toe. Dawson just got passed. Reagan Moody of Ainsworth has taken herself into third. Kayleigh Betka's taken off, 300 meters to go. And Betka just starting to run away from the rest of the field. McGowen, I don't know if she's got anything left. And Betka, look at this kick. She's won the 4x8. She wants to win the 2 mile as well. Betka just 200 meters left. And with 1:50 now, she continues to get faster and faster. Now you see McGowen taking off, but is it too late? Kayleigh Betka, 100 meters separate her and 3,200 meter gold. She won team cross country. She won the 4x8. And her neck is just gonna get heavier with more gold. Kayleigh Betka is your Class D champion. Lydia McGowen finishes in second. And Reagan Moody in third with a time of 11:49. Betka a time of 11:37.
Crossing in the third position, Betka's winning time, 11:37.26.
Leah Dawson finishes fourth at 11:56.94.